Hello everyone, welcome to another lab. In this lab, we are going to troubleshoot a network issue. Here is the scenario. You are working at IT help desk for a small company. You have been assigned a ticket in issue track, your company issue tracking software. Read the ticket, resolve the issue, make a comment on the ticket, explain the fix, and then close the ticket. If you are not familiar with the ticketing system, you have to do the at the lab, which is actually we already done in the previous lab. If you're already familiar with that, this lab is going to be easier for you. All right. So since I'm assuming that you're already familiar with this system, we just focus on this lab issue, which is say the issue is actually explained in the ticketing system. So in order to get that, you have to go to the search bar and then you can just type issues. And then as you see, this is the ticketing system. We open that. Also, we able to see there's only one ticket appear. So what the ticket say here is for some reason I can't get my laptop to connect to the corporate net wireless network. All right, that's the issue. The user cannot able to access or connect to the wireless network, which is Wi-Fi. And then they requested, can you come fix that for me? All right, so that's great information, but there's something you have to look into. The first thing is the priority. How that this is priority. Is that something you just focus on something else and that you can do later, or this something you have to do right now? That is depend on the priority. As far as the priority is high, which you can able to see it as low, medium, and is high. So that's high priority. So you have to fix it as much as possible, because if you don't do so, this employee or user cannot able to do their job. So because of that, that is something you have to pay extra attention. The other part is the location of this actual computer that doesn't really connect to the internet. So that information is given up here, the user email if you want to contact them, or the location of the laptop if you really want to go there and visit. So that's what we're going to do. In order to get this, we have to go back here, which is floor 1. And then from floor 1, we have to pick floor 2, but that should be the laptop. So if we just back to the computer like this, and we can see that it actually wasn't connected to Wi-Fi. And then as you see, there's no Wi-Fi available. So there's different troubleshoot that you can able to do, because this is not actually connected to the internet of Wi-Fi. There's no signals that pulling the available Wi-Fi. So there should be something wrong. But again, if you already did couple lab before this one, you already have the hint, because there's another lab which is related to this one. Oh, maybe I already know about this, and that should be like something that I can able to solve. However, if you are, this is your first time to come to this lab, it will be like something you have to a little bit take time to figure it out. So again, the first thing that I want to check is to click on network and internet and look for Wi-Fi. As you see, this is turn it off. But if you try to do this one, as you see, this feature is not being simulated. So very much from the setting side, you cannot able to change anything. That's why you have to go back to the laptop and look physically what the laptop look like and how you can might fix that. As I already mentioned, one of the lab that we already done before is actually look like exact laptop like this. And as we see, there's no light, which is the signal of the wireless connection. So that should be the issue from what I'm seeing right now. So you have to hit this black button, and then that should be make this light. So you can turn off and turn on, and then that will be give you some hint. So you can click on that, and now instead of doing this, as you see, it's already turned it on by itself. So you don't need to do anything. It's just turning on that, and then this one is turning on right away. So now if you go back to the Wi-Fi setting, the global globe sign, so as you see, it's right there. So now what we need to do, we just click on that, look for the Wi-Fi, and this the corporate net wireless network. So that's the one we want to connect to. Make sure you connect to automatically and then connect it. Doesn't even need the password. So as you see, we are successfully connected, which you can able to see up here too. It's connected and secure. So you can also confirm with searching something. So this is also not active. So, but that is the signal or the sign of like Wi-Fi is working. As we do all the time, even though we feel like, okay, we already fixed it, but we have to go back to the ticketing system and we have to put down the note, right? So we say the laptop Wi-Fi signal was power, I mean, it's turned off. I just turn on that and laptop successfully connected. Okay. So then you have to make sure you add it. After you add the note, make sure you close the ticket. If you don't close the ticket, because as I say, you have to explain the fix and close the ticket. So that's what we need. So now we don't have any open ticket. So as we always do, we have to score the lab to make sure what we done is actually correct. All right, as you see, we are successfully score 100%. That means this lab is correct. Thank you for watching. See you in next lab.